This is Ahmed with Popcornia, and I am joined by Sammy-Jo Luxton. Sammy, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
So this is the PFL Europe Media Day. So how are you taking all this in?
It's very overwhelming. So I've come from Muay Thai background,
Right.
and obviously there isn't very much of the social side to it. So it's very much you turn up at weigh-ins and you get a picture, and then they're like, "See you tomorrow." So this has been fun, and I know that I'm going in the right direction when this is all happening.
So is this your first media day?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but wow. I was really nervous this morning.
Really?
Yeah, really nervous.
I'm not that scary.
No, I feel like it was the fear of the unknown rather than what was actually going to happen. But now I've had a couple of interviews that I'm settling in, so it's good.
So you're more comfortable with this, all of this now?
Yeah, and hopefully PFL will keep me around, and then the more I do it, the more comfortable I'll be.
So what exactly are you fighting in a season?
So I haven't been confirmed as of yet. I feel like I will probably be towards the end of the year, so sort of September, December time.
Okay. Fair. And is that like a long-term deal, or is it just a one-fight deal?
So I'm on the deal for this year to have 2 fights, and then we're going to review for 2024 and then see whether I want to join the league or not.
Okay. And I guess, have you fought on the PFL before?
No, never before. This will be my debut.
And are you looking to make the PFL your new home?
110%, yeah, definitely. But what they're doing with fighters, from a fighting aspect, from a social aspect, they're looking after everybody, so I'd love to be on this team.
And elaborate a bit more on that. Like, what precisely made you come over?
Purely for the security. You see with a couple of other promotions that people tend to dip in and out, but the people who are here have said they will 100% stay with PFL, which screams volumes to me. Like, they're treated nicely, they're getting the decent fights that they want, they're being active, so it just makes sense.
Yeah. Now, you said you had a Muay Thai background. Could you sort of elaborate a bit more on your combat sports background?
So I actually did Krav Maga for a little bit when I was about 7 or 8, yeah, and then stopped that, and then I started Muay Thai at age 11. I went on to have over 70 fights as an amateur, and then I went 7-1 as a pro.
So you're pretty experienced then?
Yeah, pretty experienced for getting hit in the face, yeah.
So you can take a punch, I assume?
Yeah, I can take a punch and I can throw a punch.
Well, which one do you do better?
Throwing a punch.
Throwing?
110%. With left hook all day long. Yeah.
So tell me, why did you decide to come into MMA then from Muay Thai? Krav Maga.
So I sort of wanted to make a change from Muay Thai. I started doing a lot of boxing training.
Really?
I'm actually making my boxing debut in a couple of weeks' time on the Mayweather card.
Wait, hold on. How many sports are you doing?
Right, so making my boxing debut, and then I got the phone call saying, "Have you ever thought about MMA?" And then I said, "I've just wanted to make a change. So I've got so many changes coming towards me, but I'm just taking it with both hands. So have a test at boxing, have a test at MMA, see which one I like, vibe with it."
Wait, you're fighting the Floyd card? That's where I know you from.
Yeah.
That's it. No, I'll see you at the Floyd fight as well. I'm doing that too. So.
You actually?
Yeah.
That would be good. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Very quick turnaround. So I got asked a couple of weeks ago, "Do you want to fight on it?" And I thought my manager was lying. I said, "What are you talking about?" And he was going, "No, I want you to fight on the Floyd card." And I was like, "Okay." Thought he was lying. Then the poster came out. Oh my god, I'm actually fighting on the Floyd card. And then the tickets got announced, and then I was looking at the O2 Arena floor plan, and I literally, my heart was beating out my chest.
Have you never been there before?
I fought at the O2 Indigo, but I've never actually been inside the O2 bit.
No, the arena is a whole different level.
Don't scare me now.
Sorry. But you said 2 weeks ago you got that call.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks ago, yeah.
So, how's that gonna work? Have you already been training boxing, or are you doing shooting through it?
So I've been doing boxing 1 to 2 times a week anyway, just to add a little bit more spice to my fight game. and I loved the process of it. And ideally, I wanted to have a boxing fight just to see how it was, because I was loving the like learning process of it anyway. So it sort of just came naturally, and I feel comfortable boxing and boxing sparring, so it just made sense to make my debut on a massive show like that.
Yeah, I've seen you on Twitter. You've been trying to get a fight on Misfits, and but I mean, you got a Floyd fight now.
Yeah, so I kept on putting it out that I would love to get like into the influencer scene. Purely for boxing, because obviously I hadn't had any boxing fights, so it made sense to. So hopefully with this one it gets my name out there a bit more, and then maybe I can start talking with Misfits or Kingpin or something like that to do more boxing fights.
Yeah, that sounds good. So which would you rather go with, like MMA, boxing, which route?
At the moment I am prioritising MMA.
Right.
I feel like, oh my god, this is going to sound really bad, I feel like boxing's like the end route. So like you know, like with all of Jake Paul's fights, like a lot of his boxing fights have been MMA fighters. So I feel like it's MMA first and then boxing. Okay,
no, that makes sense. So boxing's the end goal, but maybe a fight here and for boxing,
yeah, just dip my toes in a little bit, have a little fun, that vibe.
But you said you're more comfortable with like MMA, like technically wise.
Yeah, well, I'm a kicker, so that's what I was trying to do, boxing just to add to my like game overall, because I'm a really good kicker. Like I've got a few knockouts under my belt with head kicks and things, so I wanted to add boxing into it to make the whole package. So yeah, I feel like I prioritise my kicks over my punches.
Okay, fair. So tell me, what made you get into combat sports in the first place?
I think I've always been a bit of a weirdo. I think everybody in this scene is, if you like people punching each other in the head. But yeah, I feel like I've been doing it for that long. It's been more than half my life now that I've been fighting. So to me, it's just normal now. It's weird.
So you got MMA coming up. You got boxing every now and then. But I guess like, what was like your emotional, like, did you have an emotional reason to get into combat sports in the first place?
I feel like as I was doing it when I was younger, I sort of convinced my parents and said it was more for self-defense.
Right.
And then I was training for 6 weeks and I had my first fight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, literally after 6 weeks, my coach said, "Oh, does she want to fight in Manchester?" And my mum and dad were like, "Don't be so ridiculous." Yeah. And then I said, "Oh, come on, just one fight, she'll be alright." And then I had that one fight, and it's sort of like, you don't feel an adrenaline like it.
Yeah.
And from that moment I was hooked, and I said, "Oh, I want to fight again." And that was my mum and dad's worst nightmare, because then literally every weekend, right, where are you now? Liverpool, London, Blackpool. We were travelling everywhere, and then it started getting bigger and bigger. So it was like, right, she's fighting in Latvia, she's fighting in Holland, she's fighting in Malaysia, she's fighting in Thailand. Yeah. So we just got bigger and bigger. So that's how it rolled.
So you literally fought like all over the world?
Pretty much, which I feel like at 23, I sort of go, oh my God, I haven't done anything with my life. And then when I compare it to a lot of people, I have done so much. And I sort of need to remind myself that I have done a lot in a short space of time.
Okay, fair enough. So I just want to know, like, so it's really confusing, because you've got like so many different things like in combat sports, but like outside of it, is there anything else you're doing?
I don't really have enough time. Don't even have enough time to get a boyfriend at the minute. It's stressful.
Oh, you should not have said that on here. Now everyone's going to be hitting you.
Boyfriend applications to my DMs, please.
I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that.
But yeah, at the minute I'm just fully focusing on training, just driving to and from training, eating, sleeping. It's just standard.
So it's your whole life?
Pretty much, it has been for years, so.
No, that's good then. But the PFL has this new super fight division coming up. Is that something that you want to get into?
I'm not too sure yet. I'm just keeping an open mind, and then PFL obviously said that they're going to help me get these fights, and then just take it as it is, and then we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to see you at the Floyd fight, and then after I'll see you December, whenever you have your PFL fight.
Yeah.
But no, I wish you luck in the boxing and the MMA and the Krav Maga and the Muay Thai, whatever you got coming up. But yeah,
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.